I'm very excited to introduce you to the new Mythos Pedals SusMaryOsep version 2, my updated signature 3-in-1 pedal. For those that don't know, back in 2020, we released the first SusMaryOsep and it very quickly sold out. And I'm happy to say that it's back with some really cool new features that I know that you're gonna love. So the idea behind the SusMaryOsep is that it's my desert island pedal. You know, it contains 3 of my go-to effects. And a quick backstory on the name, SusMaryOsep is a very common Filipino expression of surprise, shock.
SusMaryOsep!
And it's basically a contraction of 3 words, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. SusMaryOsep, which I think is quite fitting for a 3-in-1 pedal. Now the original version contained a clean boost, overdrive based on the original Mythos Herculean V2, and an analog echo. In the new SusMaryOsep version 2, well, we made it better. Starting on the right side, instead of just a basic clean boost, this time we made a silicone treble booster with a 3-way voicing toggle for treble, mid-focus, or bass-focused boosting. Also inside, there are trim pots for gain and bias for more tweakability. In the middle, we have the overdrive circuit, which has been modified slightly for a more open and amp-like feel, a little more touch-sensitive and dynamic. And finally, on the left side, we have the analog echo, which is essentially the same as version 1, but we made it more user-friendly by putting the time and repeat knobs on top with small knobs, instead of the old version which had trim pots on the side. But it still has the PT2399 chip, which is kind of the go-to digital emulation of a classic analog delay with up to 450 milliseconds of delay time. And in case you want my slapback echo settings, we've put dot markers on the face of the pedal. And of course, we have to mention the new color and the design. I mean, it's neon pink as fuck. And trust me, photos and video cannot do the color justice. It's really like a retina burning neon color. You have to see it in person to believe it. We also have some nice nods to my Filipino heritage with the Filipino style font, a jeepney bus, which is the very kitschy public transportation in the Philippines, the 8-rayed sun from the Filipino flag, and hey, there's my signature. Let's hear how it sounds. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some of the features and the knobs of the pedal. Starting on the far right, we have the new treble booster. Here's my clean tone. And here is the treble booster in the middle position, which is the treble boosted position. Compare it. Here is the mid boosted position. Now I should point out that it reacts a little bit differently depending if you're playing humbuckers or single coil, so after this I'll show it with a Strat sound. But I love how it gets that really nasally, kind of almost like a cocked wah sound. Here is the fat setting, or the full setting. So like 3 different flavors of boost, and we're only on noon, and this gets pretty hot. Really fun. Okay, moving on to the Overdrive, which is the middle circuit. So the tone knob is kind of like the clarity knob from the old Herculean. And this drive goes pretty saturated too. And of course, you can boost the overdrive signal, and it gets pretty distorted. I love that sound. Okay, moving on to the echo. Now we have the controls on top, so it makes it easier to adjust. My settings, I don't know if you can see, but they're denoted with just simple white dots on the face of the pedal. So feedback is all the way down just for one repeat. And let's see, 9, 10 o'clock on the time. And this, the main knob replaces the old sliders that the version 1 had. So this is nice to be able to dial in the mix of the echo. play around though with the mix. That's why we didn't really denote what my favorite setting was, because sometimes I like it at noon. Sometimes I like it lower, like 9 o'clock-ish. And everything in between. So I usually set it around there. Let's move on and play around with the time a little bit so you can hear what this delay can do. And add the overdrive and the boost. Alright everybody, if you're interested in the new pedal, link is down in the description. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. I'm RJ Ronquillo, and I'll see you in the next video.